Hey guys, what's going on? I'm just dropping the link into the post and then I'm just putting it into the group chat. If you're not a member of our group chat and you would like to join, just comment in the feed or DM me and I'll add you in. We have a group chat and it's literally just to talk smack about basketball and mostly poke fun at the Lakers, to be honest. That's probably the most common thing we tend to gravitate back to. I mean, for obvious reasons, really. Alrighty, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to kick off. I'm just going to get going straight away because we're going to do the mini for the clips. So by the time I finish running the mini, you know, we'll be sweet to do the rest. So, I've just got a weird feeling I've written down the midi numbers wrong. So I'm just going to really quickly double check that. Russ, Adam, Nathan, Jono, and Adam. No, I had it right. It's all G. Alrighty, guys, I'm just going to change the screen over. We're all good. How you going, guys? Welcome aboard. We're all looking pretty sweet tonight. These are our 5 punters going for the Clippers. So thanks, everyone, for jumping in. I know that was probably a bit of like a mercy kill for you guys. So I really appreciate you jumping in and just like closing it out. It's very good, so thank you. Alrighty, we're gonna go 9 times, so good luck, everyone. Top spot takes the cake and the bottom 4 unfortunately get nothing. So guys, there's been a fair bit happening in the card world and also the NBA world. So we've got plenty of talk about tonight. So anything you want discussed in the group chat, basically just bring it up and yeah, we'll talk about it easy. Jono on the top, Adam on the bottom. Good luck, everyone. Big Russ came through with a single spot. Good job, Russ. Russ number 1. Don't know why it does that, honestly. Even when I copied it, it still did it. Alrighty, I'm just going to really quickly change the screen over and then we're going to update the list. So the list will be updated now. That's all sorted. And we are good to go, lads. Cool. Hey Russ, what's going on? Samuel. Hey Josh, how are you, buddy? It is a beautiful Wednesday night, actually. Hey Wing, what's going on? Also, mate, that is a good question. We can definitely talk about that tonight. Alrighty. I'm not hearing any complaints about the picture or sound quality today, so I think I've actually got it set up for once the first time, which is pretty delicious. Yeah, I think I'm looking good, lads. I reckon we kick this off. I think we should start with Elite. So, are the Celtics the tougher matchup for the Warriors? All right. So, all right, Wing. I'm just gonna start with this. So it sounds to me like your assumption is that the Celtics are gonna beat the Heat, and I suppose my counter to that, like immediately, like the first thing that sort of comes to my head is, you know, are we sure that the Celtics are gonna get past the Heat? Like they're, you know, I would call them maybe a little bit more battle tested than what the Celtics are. I think the Celtics are still like, you know, a young team. And I'll probably also say too, you know, like we're sort of maybe glossing over. It was only 2 years ago that the Heat was in the finals in the bubble. So It's not like they've done nothing ever. Um, Alrighty, guys, let's kick off. I'm actually not 100% sure that what happened today was a fluke, and it was pretty obvious that Miami had, scouted really well for today's game. So, alrighty, join us on the insert on the star status. So we're hoping for 2 autos out of this. They do have some very nice on-card rookie stuff in here, so we're hoping for a little bit of that. Interestingly, there's not a lot of rookie cards in this, but when you do get a rookie card, they're absolutely beautiful. So, alrighty, join us again. I've got a couple of the oranges and blues. I've got a green in my PC of these two. Nothing high end, but the parallels out of these are absolutely beautiful. Yeah, Russ. So let's talk about OTE. So I need to do a little bit more research into OTE, what it is. But essentially, this is my current understanding of what it is. It's like a prospects box. So think about Prism Draft, but it's LaMelo Ball there. That's going to the Hornets. But it's basically like the year before Prism Draft. So they're like high school prospects and the like. I've bought up a few blasters of these, and to be honest, I think it's just better to do this as personals. The price of them isn't, really high. Hey, Aaron, what's going on, mate? Welcome aboard. Enjoy the break, mate. And Spellbound. So with these cards, I don't want to state the obvious, but you can literally collect the set and you can spell out the entire player's name. So Bucks are off to a nice start. That's for you, Bodan. I'm sure you're going to enjoy that, mate. Good stuff. Yeah, so the problem with breaking them is it's just, it's really hard. And actually, I've got 2 hobby boxes on hand, and I was sort of planning to do that for my next box. And I think the best way to do it is by the packet. So for this break, though, what's going to happen is if you don't get an autograph or, something that's, incredibly nice, like just say we get a 1 of 1, I'll take you out of like the running for the OTE box, and then I'm going to random it live, and then the top spot will get the OTE. Hey, you're very welcome, Aaron. The top spot will get the OTE box, and then I'll bust it live, and then that person will get the entire contents of the box. So I think that's the best way to do it. I know it's not the the fairest spread, but in terms of dividing these up for people and trying to do it to teams and stuff like that, like it's absolutely impossible. So I think the best way to do it, I mean, look, we could do it by letters of the the players' names or something like that, but that's insanely difficult. And I think also too, when we do it by the packet for the hobby. Alrighty, so our first rookie is 563 of 909. It's Mr. Charles Bassey. That is going to the Philadelphia 76ers, which is Mr. Oyvind Holland. Yes, I think that's the fairest way. Guys, if you... Yeah. So essentially it's like a skunk prize, but I didn't call it a skunk prize for this break. I just basically said it was part of the break. Yeah, guys, if you want to do it a different way, or you've seen a different breaker do it a better way, I'm always happy to have a listen to it and talk about it. But essentially what I'm sort of doing is like a promotion for the next break. I hope that you guys like the product of what you see, and it should be pretty nice. It'll be around like $10 a packet for the hobby, and there's 2 autos per. Alrighty, here's our first parallel, and that's an orange, and it's Siku, and that's going to the Brooklyn Nets, which this is a little bit of a late product, obviously, because he spent most of his season for the Lakers. So I think these cards are absolutely awesome. I think in terms of what you pay and what you get for these cards, I think they're absolutely beautiful cards. Yeah, so solidly recommend picking up 1 or 2 of those cards on the aftermarket. I just think they're really nice. Alrighty, Bosnian Bear. Yeah, Wing, this is the Giannis box. Exactly, man. Alrighty, let's just do a little bit of a side-by-side because we can. They absolutely look mint, those orange cards. They nailed that. I think I've answered all the questions so far. So, yeah, I think the big thing that's been on my mind at the moment is I've come up with a topic for the next podcast. So what I was thinking about when I was doing a bit of research for the Court Kings break coming up was Carmelo Anthony. Let's go to the Lakers. I was looking through some of the checklists, and I went into a case break. So I was kind of like, I got De'Aaron Fox, and I was like, what am I actually up for getting here? So I was going through some of the checklists. Josh Hart, that's a Pels card. Pels is Mr. Winglam. That's for you, boss. And I was just looking through some of the checklists, and I was actually thinking to myself, what would be, a really ideal checklist? What would the perfect checklist for me be? So, like in an insert set or something like that. So I think I'm going to put something together for that for the next podcast show. I think that'll be fun. And actually, we might do that as like a listener question too, because I think some guys would come up with some pretty funky ideas. And DeJounte Murray. And then the second thing that's been on my mind too has been just like there's been 3 breakers called out this week for sort of pretty inappropriate behavior on breaks. And I mean, 2 of them, I don't know, look, I'm not here to influence you guys on your behavior of, who you break with and stuff like that. But I would say 2 of them to me, I just don't understand why people behave like that. And card porn. Yeah, Mobley would be nice, Aaron. Alrighty, we're up to our first auto. Oh, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Alrighty, guys. So, Zaire Williams. That is going to the Grizzlies. That's on card too. Awesome. Great. So, the first break we did of this, we had a Rodman, which was nice, but I think a rookie auto is just a little bit nicer. 133 of 149. So, congratulations. Let's go into Perez. Excuse my pronunciation, Perez. But congratulations, boss. So there was the guys on backyard breaks, and then there was the platinum breaks. So platinum breaks, he's also the guy that cut up the 1-of-1 Nebula, the Prism Laurie Marketing. And then he recently, basically he tried to move the box out of the way before anyone could see the online redemption card. And then, when Card Porn contacted them for like an explanation of the situation, they basically said that he was working too fast and too sloppy, and then he wasn't sorry. That's basically what he said. But before that, he said, I put the box away because the booklet was going to go into a different box. Like the whole thing was like just super shady. So basically, they tried to move a card off the screen before anyone could see it, which they couldn't do. He was called out for it. And then the other one was those backyard breakers guys. So when they do randoms, they don't use yeah, that was the second one, Samuel. So the second one was backyard breaks. And what they did was they do their randomizer with cards. Alrighty, Sacramento Kings on the orange. That's Alvaro. Congrats, mate. Oh, I think I spelt your name wrong. Apologies, Alvaro. And they, instead of using an electronic randomizer, they use cards. And then they had a marked card, and they had that at the bottom of it, and he was shuffling the cards, but he was holding the card at the bottom, so it looked like the deck was being shuffled. And then allegedly it's their friend that claimed that spot, and then when that person went, they got to pick the card, and they said card number 5, which was marked, and they were holding it for them at the bottom. Then it was like the best team. It was an NFL break. So look, to be honest, I have no idea what team it was. I have no interest in NFL like whatsoever. So just like, to me, stuff like that, I don't know. I just sort of wonder, like, what's their end game? If they pull stunts like that, I just figured they would lose more customers than actually be gaining them. So I don't really see, what the purpose is, but I just don't understand that behavior, I suppose, all in all. But, I think, alrighty, Ja Morant. So this has been a nice little break for the Grizzlies. Look, I think there's so many scams in this hobby that people can sort of pull off, and it just sort of seems as, in some ways, people are just getting more and more resourceful in the way that they can sort of pull stuff off. So, yeah, look, just, I would probably say just spend, 10 minutes reading through what Card Porn says, and, form your own opinion. Yeah. Yeah, it's poor form and yeah, I couldn't agree more. I suppose I'm just trying to not, I'm not trying to put my own opinion onto this. I'm more just trying to report what also is being said, because I think as a breaker, I can't sort of just sit here and say, like, don't break with other people, break with me. That's also not right too. You know what I mean? Like, there's heaps of really good breakers out there. So, alrighty, Nets on the rookie card. This is 68 of 210. Cam Thomas, that's a nice one. So that's going to the Nets. Mr. Andrew Hart, you are a diehard Nets supporter, so congratulations, man. That's a nice one. Yeah, so that's, I mean, to be fair, Backyard, that's not the first time that they've been called out. And you have to almost wonder, too, it's almost a bit like the Cherry effect. If you remember that whole thing that Cherry got caught up with in a couple of years ago, where they were holding onto base cards and then that completely blew up. Like, that whole sort of, any advertising is good advertising, even if it's bad sort of mantra. Like, I think that probably holds true, because I do wonder, like, backyard breaks aren't less popular after all the, the scandals that they've been through. So, jam around on the base. Alrighty, that's nice. Let's go into Lakers. Lakers is Mr. Adam Amy. It's hard to know which way that card is supposed to be up. I think I've got it in upside down, Ad, to be honest. Yeah, it is a day to day. Exactly, man. Yeah. Look. So, Platinum and Backyard Breaks are both American breakers. And Backyard Breaks use this thing called Whatnot, which is a different type of platform. And I think it wasn't actually set up for a selling platform originally. However, it has now become like a very popular selling platform. Alrighty, we got a die cut. Alrighty. Star status is Kawhi Leonard. Let's go into the clips. Beautiful. Clippers is Big Russ. That was a mini win, wasn't it? Congratulations, Russ. That is a really nice card. Some people say this is like, half a card with the die cut stuff. I say they're absolutely beautiful. Yeah, that's a sick card. Congratulations, man. Actually, this box hasn't been terrible. And we're not finished yet. Alrighty. Rocco and Kendrick Nunn, who literally did not play a game this year. Alright, I think I'm upside down. Alrighty, Cam Johnson. Alrighty, I got a question for you guys, and this is actually quite good timing. I was going to say what's going to happen to Cam Johnson, but what I was really leading to is what's going to happen to DeAndre Ayton. Do you think he's going to go back to the Suns, or he's going to scoot out of there? I've got a funny feeling he's gone. Alrighty, Steph Curry on the Spellbound. Congratulations to the Warriors. That's for Joshua Marucci. Congratulations, man. That's a very nice one. Yeah, I think you'll get paid, Dad. I suppose. I'm just wondering like where he's going to end up. I don't know. Just the way that ended in Phoenix was. I mean, that was like spectacular, wasn't it? It was just like this sort of. Alrighty, Anthony Davis and Sexton. Wing. So CJ, are you talking about the base card? So it goes to the uniform. So whatever uniform they're in, I'm pretty sure he's going to be in Blazers, man, because this wasn't updated before he went to the Pels. Yep, that's a Portland card, mate. We just go by the logo that's on it. But who's got Blazers? Andrew Hart actually PCs him, so you might have a bit of trouble wrestling that off him. If you make him an offer he can't refuse, though, I'm sure he'll be up for something, man. He likes to wheel and deal. Alrighty, I think our autograph is... that's actually not bad. Alrighty, Tom Gugliotta. That's going to the Suns. I used to like this guy when I was growing up. I had like a bit of a thing for him. He was like really good in video games. And he could always play 3 positions in video games back then. Like, he could play center easy. Paul Riley, that's for you, big fella. And welcome back, Paul. It's been a little while since you've jumped in, bro. Alrighty. Stick up, but he's actually signed on the sticker. That's always a good start. G. U. I don't know about the G. Maybe an L. I don't know. I. Something. Maybe a T. A. I don't know. Anyway, good job, Googs. Yep. Googly eyed up. Second auto. Alrighty. You are welcome. So the other third one, and I'm just, before I even say this, I'm going to clarify that he is not running a scam. That's not what I think. But it was interesting that John O'Michaels from MJ Breaks, not of MJ Breaks anymore, sorry, of Mailman Breaks, he did that flawless case. And then that's going to the Nets. Andrew Hart, congrats, big fella. And then some dude was like plastering him all over, and a bunch of different sites too. So I don't know if they had history, these two guys, like who knows what the sort of background was. But basically he was like being called out for a scam because the case was so bad. He said like the seals were open on the sides and stuff like that. I don't know. I rewatched it. All the seals look good to me. And I mean, was the case really that bad? There was no like superstar in there, but I actually don't think the case was that bad. There's an Anthony Davis. Look, I mean, some of this stuff that we open up, like, I'm not too sure if you guys saw, I did a personal for Luke Benison earlier this year, and it was an Onyx box, and honestly, I felt sick after I opened it. It was just the worst, and I actually didn't break any more of that product after that. I sold off the rest of the boxes. I physically couldn't open another box of it. It was just literally the biggest piece of trash that I've ever it was just the worst. It was literally, I reckon if we bought a $20 blaster from EB Games, it would have been better. Honestly, it was just diabolical. So look, it happens. I don't think that means Jono's scamming because he had a bad box. I think that's a very long bow to draw personally. Bol. Look at that kid. Get well soon, Bol. I hope you come back, mate. Alrighty, guys, come on. What do you got for me? Don't just sit there silently. Give me something. Even if it's some trash talk. Jason Tatum. Alright, we got a blue. Oh! De'Aaron Fox, 22 of 99. You can probably hear a little bit more excitement in my voice. That's my boy. That's going to Alvaro. Yeah, so as a like a consolation prize, they did the Curry signed ball. And look, yeah, I don't know, man. I probably think the consolation prize speaks more to them as breakers than like some dude saying that the seal wasn't like a good player. Oh, that is blasphemous. That was blasphemous. Nah, man, it's yours, Alvaro, man. That's not honestly. Oh, it's fine, man. Nice. That's a nice pickup, Russ. Yeah, that would be a sick finals if they did do. But I think I don't know. The East is not so easy to pick. But I think Golden State is going to handle Dallas for sure. Alrighty, so Wings class question's a really good one. Alrighty, so the question is Luca really the deal? So I actually think we need to like almost do like a deep dive into this. And a couple of weeks ago on the pod, we did this segment about like the old school versus the new school, and we did a player comparison from Adam's on here. Adam, like, correct me when I'm like saying the wrong stuff here. Carlton Johnson for the Spurs. That's going to Damon. We did a player comparison from each position, and we did Luka Doncic versus Magic Johnson. We sort of cheated a little bit, but we put Luka at the 3. Which, to be honest, I got no like guilt about doing this. And it was really interesting to see like some of the old school prices, what they were going for compared to what some of the, the new school is. Because I think the general sort of, feeling is like ultra modern, overpriced and all this type of stuff. And of course, like we're speculating on cards and all that type of stuff. But if you go back and look at some of the, not even high end, but the highly priced, collectible, Fleer and stuff like that from, Clyde Drexler, Magic Johnson. Jordan's not the right comparison just because of like how high like his stuff is. Like we didn't do Jordan on purpose. Alrighty, Spellbound Warriors. This has been a nice break for Warriors. I think there's still some room to move there. What to me is the most sort of thing that stands out about Luka is actually in the last 12 months he's down like significantly. So have people kind of dropped off Luca a little bit? Have all these people that came in and invested in the hobby, blah, blah, blah. Now they're getting out of the hobby. The economy is about to take like a bit of a downturn over the next couple of years. Yeah, those Spellbound cards are delicious. Actually, are we looking at this kind of, small window where Luca is down a bit and potentially could go down a little bit more and, here's a player that you want to have in your PC 25 years into the future. I personally, that's where I'm leaning towards all of this. And look, I'm probably doing a segment that we should be doing on the show, but Spellbound, James Harden, again going to the Nets. Andrew Hart, you are like taking it out here today. I'm personally like thinking that's where Luka is going towards. I think his talent is just, ridiculous. And he is, made up for big gameplay. So I think that dude's got a massive future. Alrighty, boys, recap, and then let's do choice. So to answer your question, Wing, yes, I think that guy is definitely an absolute player. And I think that, yeah, we should be, beginning to look at like where his pricing's going and, where he's going into the future. Alrighty, Kyrie Irving on the acetate. Westbrook. That's also going to Lakers. That's going to you, Ad. On-card auto, which I'm very happy about this. This is Zaire Williams. That's going to the Grizz. De'Aaron Fox, 22 of 99 on the blue, going to Alvaro. On their second autograph out of the box is going to Paul Riley of the Phoenix Suns, Tom Gugliotta. On the die cut is Steph Curry on the Spellbound, going to the Warriors. Our second die cut is this beautiful looking Kawhi Leonard card on the star status, which is delicious. And then we've got an orange rookie to number to 210, Cam Thomas, going to the Brooklyn Nets. Alrighty, penny sleeved cards, but not top loaded, but might get a little bit more love before they're posted out. Do not worry, gentlemen. Tatum on the base, Ja Morant on the base, Ja Morant on the Spellbound. Orange is Mr. Rashad Holmes. Zion and Josh Hart on the orange. Siku on the orange. To 999 is Mr. Bassi Giannis on the N in the Spellbound. LaMelo, Giannis again on the star status. Yeah, man. But the kid is still super young. Yeah. Adam's right. We actually do run the video live, but I think, this is from my perspective, our bread and butter is the podcast, and that goes onto all platforms, so Spotify, Apple, Google, Deezer, you name it, we're listed onto it. And if we're not listed onto it, let me know, because I can put it into the feeds. That's actually not that hard. I thought I'd done them all. It's called You Can't Comp This NBA. So if you search for You Can't Comp This NBA, you will find Adam and I's beautiful looking faces talking hoops until we're like red in the face. Sorry, Russ, I missed your question there, mate, but we're done. Alrighty, so Big Russ, I skimmed past this. Yeah, and we actually spoke about, on the last episode, we spoke about Jimmy Buckets. So I actually want to go back and look at him again, because, are we actually missing something with this kid? Is he actually a super unappreciated basketball player? We're both in Victoria, man. So, and do we need to give this guy a little bit more credit? Because it's not the first time that he has taken this team pretty deep. So, alrighty, Charlotte Hornets, book night, Brett Goddard. I don't even need to look at the list for that one. So interestingly, this year, the price on Donruss Hobby has gone down dramatically, and the price on Donruss Choice has gone up dramatically. So just as much as it's gone down on the hobby is in proportion as how much it's gone on Choice. So if you had bought Choice at the start of the year on release date and put it away until now, you would have made, say, 25-30%. If you had bought a case of Donruss Hobby at the same time, you would have lost about 30%. So I think, so my thoughts about this is that you get better, more lower numbered cards out of Choice. And then the other thing that they've really done this year, which has pumped up the value, is they've put in the next day autos into this. It's not traditionally in this product. Well, there's not traditionally this product available, but normally that's a hobby only card. So Memphis Grizzlies. Oh, cool, Aaron. That's awesome. We're pretty close by then, man. Answering question. You think it's amount of base? I'm not sure. I think it's more about the numbered cards, man. And I also think too, it's the next day autos. I think having that in there is like a super big kicker. Like honestly, it's a really nice little, thing to have. Because at the end of the day, Donruss is next day autos. Like that's what you want out of that product. So, alrighty, Brooklyn Nets again. Andrew Hart. Andrew, this is your break, mate. Yeah, that is absolutely, yeah. Alrighty. Alrighty, Orlando Magic is Maka. Again, I don't even need to look at the list. Congratulations, Maka. Hopefully, mate, you've got your autograph that I pulled for you not that long ago. I chucked it into the mail recently, I'm pretty sure. So I'm just about out of top loaders. I bought some temporary stock just to get me through until Roscoe gets me out his next lot. And I bought some more penny sleeves, and I actually found them at a local game shop. So I've just sort of I'm still relatively settling into where I'm living. I've been here for a few years, but I'm still just sort of getting my head around it all. So I'm super happy about that, actually, because it's nice to sort of just pop down to a shop and, you know, grab a few bits and pieces if you want. And also, too, the prices are actually, you know, what they should be. They haven't, like, jacked them up, so that's really good. Alrighty, Jason Preston. Let's go into the clips. Again, that's a mini wins. That's for Big Russ. Yeah. Look, I think choice is... I think if you're buying product to put away, you know, for another day, I think you can't go wrong with hobby. You know, anything that's hobby is totally fine. But I think also, too, I think the conversation really needs to be... Because when you think about it, like, choice is a relatively new concept. You know, when did choice start happening? Like, 1819, I think. So, you know, it's not like... Two for two. Mr. Mac. You went on a very dry spell, and now you're on a very wet spell. Congratulations, man. That is absolutely beautiful. Mr. Jalen Suggs, going to Macca. J. And then I think that's S. Maybe U, G, G, S, maybe. That's what he's done. J Suggs. Congrats, man. That's a beauty. Alrighty, our second auto is Kai Jones. Let's go into the Hornets. Brett Goddard, congratulations. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, Aaron. Alrighty, on the red. 21/99, Mr. Christian Wood. $17/99, Mr. Maxi Kleber. And our last card is 21/49, a blue going to the Atlanta Hawks, Mr. Adam Crosley, Clint Capella. Alrighty, give me 2 seconds. I'm just going to change the screen over so you can watch me as I'm working to sort this out. And then I will run the randomizer as we're chatting. Yeah, so Aaron, it's a 3 box, but 2 boxes is being busted, and then the 3rd box is, I'm going to mini that off. I'm going to random that off right now. Alrighty. So Grizzlies is out. They got the... Grizzlies is out. They got the Zaire Williams. Phoenix is out. They got the Gugliotta. Macca, you're out, mate. You got the Suggs. And then Kai Jones. So you're out, Brett. That's it. You're out, mate. Gone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to random these teams off. And then the winner will get this nice little Tops Blaster. And I'm going to bust it live too. I normally ask you guys, but for this particular product, I actually want to see it get busted. So 10. So 10 is their number. That should be 26. That's just perfect. We're going to go 10 times. Alrighty, 5 is halfway. Uh, 9 is second last, so good luck to everyone. That's 10. Good luck, guys. Alrighty, and the winner is Kings, which is Mr. Alvaro O'Hare. Congratulations, Alvaro. You have got yourselves a Topps Chrome box. I'm sorry, mate, this is actually not for offer, like as in to be sent home to be sealed, because basically I want to have a look at this product and use this almost as like a promo for the next break. So if you do guys want sealed of this, or you want personals of this, I said this last break, but I promise I'm going to get myself sorted out in the next couple of days. I want to sort of put up like a post for people to claim personals on. So we've got personals for Donruss Blasters. We've got... You're welcome, mate. It's 3 boxes, lads. Yeah. Yeah, stay. Come on and check out Topps. Look, my time in the hobby was... I jumped out when Topps was at its peak, so I missed all that LeBron James, Topps Chrome, Kobe Bryant, Topps Chrome. I missed all of that. So for me, opening up Topps Chrome, like, this is literally a first for me. So I really just want to, see what the cards are like. Look, my impression about all of this is, Fanatics is back. They own Topps now, so there's going to be Topps product coming out. Yeah, man, I can do some personals tonight. I've been really backlogged with work the last couple of weeks, and I've been a bit absent-minded as a consequence. So, yeah, I'm back on deck tonight. So yeah, I want to look at this product. I want to see, what the quality control's like. I want to look at the players, because same thing, I don't watch, high school or anything like that. So this is going to be a massive learning curve for myself. And I just want to see that, what's going on here. So, alrighty, Jai Smith. We're looking for Ray Wave refractors. That has to be the Ray Wave. I don't think I even need to look that up. That is actually a nice looking card. Alrighty, so you get 2 of the Ray Waves per box. I would also comment too, these are quite bananaed cards. So the best way to tackle a bananaed card is penny sleeve, top loader, and your choice of heavy book. Any book that's heavy will flatten them out, not a problem at all. Yeah, that is one glossy card, man. So I suppose, what's going through my head now is imagine that card as, say, a Giannis, or imagine that card as a Luka. Like, that's a pretty lit looking card. I could get on that as a De'Aaron Fox card. Yeah. Matt Bewley. So I think the only thing, just another sort of, heads up about this is the Topps OTE. There's another Topps product going around too, which has sort of, you know, an assortment of, you know, different professionals. It has, I think it's got some celebrities in there too. Jalen Lewis. Asua Thompson on the, they call it a refractor. I was going to say silver, but that's not quite right, is it? And Nathan Missa Dio on the green. I'll flick that over. That might be numbered. I'll check that out. Yeah, these are actually quite nice. In terms of card thickness, you know, what they feel like to handle, it's a little bit thinner than an optic, but maybe a fraction. They just feel a little bit sturdier than a Prism card. 183 or 199. It's got the different rookie logo. I probably prefer the Panini one, to be honest. Ooh, Samuel, that is a question and a half. I don't reckon they could get him, man. I don't think they could get him. I don't think they could, man. Devontae Cobbs. Alrighty. Alright, I'm actually looking forward to doing hobby now. I think this will be a fun little break. These look nice. They've done a good job. In terms of long-term value, who on earth knows, honestly. Alrighty, Jalen Martin on the forward. That looks like a bit of sort of a retro throwback. And a blue underneath that is Cock Yat. Yeah, look, if I'm betting on that question, Samuel, I say Bronny is not in this. He's probably already signed to Upper Deck, man. You know, it can't be announced yet for obviously, like, you know, the professional amateur thing. Alrighty, 38/99 on the blue. So we've had 2 numbered cards in a blaster. So, see, I always wonder about this. You know, what do they do with print runs? Like, that makes me think that either the checklist in this is, you know, there's 600 cards in the checklist, or the print run is not that great, because if you got 2 numbered cards in a single blaster, I mean, I'm assuming every blaster is somewhat the same. Cobbs again. Dominic Barlow. Jackson on the refractor. And Ryan Bewley. So there's an Australian prospect that Simmons was talking about tonight on his pod. I wonder if he's in there. I might bust one of these for myself, to be honest. I bought a few. And I actually think I can still get more. At the same price too. The price hasn't moved at all. They've literally just been sitting there. Alrighty, here's our second one. Our Ray Wave. Alrighty, Jalen Lewis. And Gene Montero underneath. Eamon Thompson, and our silver or our refractor is Montero. Underneath that is TJ Clark. Look, these the QC to me on this looks pretty spot on. I don't really think that they've rushed it that much. Do I know who half these kids are? I have absolutely no idea. Do I know what the future value of these cards is going to be? Look, I probably suspect not high. I don't think you'll be buying these to retire off, but are they a fun rip? 100%. Devontae's Cobb on the shooting guard. Ah, 2 refractors in one packet. Mr. Thompson and a Davon Mace on the base. Alrighty, let's recap this bad boy. Did I recap the Donruss choice? I don't think I did I? Alright, let's recap both. That's poor form. I'm sorry, everyone. I think I was so fixated on working out the skunk for us. Alrighty, recap on Donruss choice. My apologies, everyone. I didn't do this. Kai Jones on the auto. Suggs on the auto. Jason Preston. Giannis, you're in the wrong pile, buddy. Kleber to 99. Christian Woods to 99. Capella to 49. 2 Suggs in one box. Daron Sharp. Aldama and Book Knight. So 2 Hornets, 2 Magics in that box. Alrighty, recap. On the Ray Wave is Bryce Gibbs. Jalen Martin on the refractor. Insert Nathan Misadio, number 2/199. Cock Yat to 99. On the Ray Wave is Jalen Lewis. Montero, Jackson, Matt Bewley, that's super interesting. Alright, I need to look this up. So these kids, so he can't go into the draft class until 2024. So what are they, kids that drop out of high school and essentially get taken to like a developmental, like a pro-am sort of like developmental league, is it? And then they're making trading cards of them. So Samuel, to answer your question from before, Matt, I would say in that case, no, like LeBron's kid wouldn't be in here because he's going through like the traditional sort of high school system. So if you like prospecting, this is like maybe the deepest cut in a product that you can get. So maybe this is actually a product for me. All right, maybe if the hobby, I got 2 boxes of hobby. Maybe if one of them drags, I'll just keep the other one and bust it myself. I'm actually getting itchy fingers. I haven't busted something for myself for a long time. So everyone, thank you very much for jumping in the break and thank you for filling it out. So we closed in less than 24 hours really. So that's actually not so bad. I know it was a bit over 24 hours, wasn't it? But anyway, I'm very grateful. Thank you so much. The next break is going to be Topps Chrome OTE Hobby. So if you liked what you saw tonight, check it out because, yeah, it's going to be by the pack. There's going to be no split up of that. That's for sure. And as always, lads, hit me up. If you got any questions, always happy to chat and take care of yourselves out there. Peace out, guys. Bye-bye.